Big Questions with the Dead Milkmen.
Today's big question is, if you are in a terrible accident that causes you to lose one of your 5 senses, sight, sound, smell, taste, or touch, what are you saying, Rodney?
No, I'm saying that's the 5 senses thing comes from like thousands of years ago. A lot of people say you have more than 5 senses, but just for the sake of making it a short video, we can even cut it down to 3 senses if you want.
Okay. Let's just have, for the sake of this video, there are 5 senses: sight, sound, smell, taste, or touch. And Rodney could probably educate us about the 6th, 7th, and 8th, and 9th senses when it comes around his turn, if he wants.
I see dead people.
I've got 1, 2,
All right,
3, 4, 5 senses working overtime. Sorry, Joe. We keep messing with you. We'll stop. No more messing with Joe, guys.
If you are in a terrible accident that causes you to lose one of your 5 senses, sight, sound, smell, taste, or touch, for the rest of your life, which sense would you prefer to lose? So I gave this a lot of thought. I really would not want to lose any of my senses, but I went this way in my thinking process. Touch, I think it would be too strange to not have the sense of touch, so I don't want to lose that one. I mean, everything, yeah. I don't even know what it would be like. It was like, I don't know anybody who doesn't have.
There are some people, I think, that lose their sense of touch, and it's a real danger when they're cooking. Like you can't tell if you're burning your fingers or anything.
I guess that would be an advantage. You could hold hot dishes and plates and not worry about it, but it's
and get 3rd-degree burns all over your body.
I don't want that.
You're the stranger.
I like feeling things.
You could jump out of a car and like,
hurt yourself. Yeah, but you wouldn't feel pain. Is that how it works? I don't know. We'll have to get some of those people to try.
Leave your comments below.
Please. Sight, I like to read. I like to watch movies. I don't want to lose my sight. I could listen to books, but now I'd rather have that. Taste, no. I don't want everything to taste like gruel. I want things to taste great. That's fun. So it comes down to sound or smell. And I thought for a while I could actually do without sound. And it might be pretty good to have no music you have to listen to or no anything. But actually I do want to listen to music. I wouldn't be able to probably play music very well or without sound. So I decided I would lose my sense of smell. And then I found out that when you get to be about 60, you start to lose your sense of smell anyway. Just as a matter of fact, a lot of people over 70 don't have much of a sense of smell. And they call it anosmia.
I did not know that.
So it does affect your sense of taste quite a bit, but you can still have taste without it. But you lose the aromatic sense of taste, like with the spices and such. So, but I'll go without it. That's the one I'll go without in this.
So you would go without
horrible accident that would happen to me.
Yeah.
I would go without taste. Partially because I don't actually like eating. I wish I didn't have to do it.
Wow.
But I have to. So I kind of like it, but I don't think I would care if I didn't taste it anymore. And I was wondering the same thing about touch, but with taste, like would I be able to eat really hot peppers and not have any, if I had no sense of taste? But that's more of like a sensation, I guess. It's more of like it burns you or something.
It's like a nerve endings on your tongue determine.
Yeah, it's on your
spicy,
tongue.
Sweet, salty, sour.
Yeah. But still taste, I don't give a shit.
You could eat shit and it wouldn't matter.
Exactly.
But you would smell it.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah, the smell. Yeah. That's the other thing I was going to ask as a follow-up. Would all of the other senses gain a little more strength because you've lost the one?
I think I've read anecdotal people talk about that they, like someone who doesn't have this sight gains more superpowers in the hearing department.
I mean, Helen Keller must have been like freaking Superman.
Superwoman.
Which
You know, I have to sit here through the rest of this, folks, but there's no reason that those of you watching can't wander into the yard for a while.
Well, I'm done. I just don't want to taste anything anymore. That's it.
Yeah.
No more taste for me.
So
I got bad taste.
But before you go, Dan, have you ever tried what's that stuff? What's that stuff that the tech bros in Silicon Valley invented? Like the like liquid food that they just keep in the fridge and they just
Like the astronaut food?
is it called Soylent or something like that?
Soylent Green?
Yes.
No. I think it's called Soylent. There was a company that invented like a nutritious packaged drink, and it was popular with the tech bros because they could keep coding and working for hours on end, and they don't have to stop to cook and eat or whatever. They just drink this crap every day, and they survive on it. So.
Well, I remember I had that astronaut ice cream and it tasted like shit. And I remember thinking, I'm not going to be an astronaut now. Screw that.
Okay. Let's see, my turn. So yeah, I went through the whole list like Joe did, and I ended up on losing the taste of, or losing the sense of smell as well. But only on the condition that I still had my sense of taste, because I do love to eat. I do love the taste of different foods. I do love spices and different flavors of things. I figure I could probably get away with not having a super sense of smell. And Joe just informed me that, I'm going to be 60 in a couple of years and I'm going to not have it anyway. So
no, it doesn't go away as soon as you're 60.
So I think that my sense of smell would be the one that I would take, because like I like to listen and play music. I would like to hear. I like to see. I like to read books. I like to touch things, and yeah. So yeah, that's it. And I like to eat. So eat to live to eat.
I have been losing my sense of hearing since the age of 16. When I saw this man, Ronnie James Dio, and he's actually contributed to my hearing loss. I don't want to lose my hearing any more than I have, so that's out. My grandmother was blind, and that was difficult for her. So I'd like to keep my sight. Also, they don't make a Braille version of Weird New Jersey, and I do enjoy Weird New Jersey, a fine magazine. Now with smell, we hit upon the fact that if you lose your sense of smell, it does impact your sense of taste. Plus, I live in South Philly, which is a land of enchanting smells. A lot of wonderful Italian food, plus some skunky weed. That's actually how we find our way around. We just close our eyes and go, "Oh, I'm up on Rittner now. Oh, cool." So I would need that to navigate, especially if I'm blind drunk. Also, I forgot to mention, fuck Trump. So the next thing I would say is if I had to lose one, I would lose my sense of taste. Fuck Trump. Because what would happen is there's a lot of foods I don't like. People make a lot of foods with eggs. Fuck Trump. And now I'd be able to eat those foods. And now I'd be able to go back. My mom was never a great cook, and fuck Trump. And I would be able now to go back and to enjoy many of the foods that my mother cooks, and I think that would be great. I could actually say, great meal, Mom," and then she would say, "Oh, thank you, son. Fuck Trump." So yeah, there you go. I would lose the sense of taste. Fuck Trump.
Fabulous. So we have 2 tastes and 2 smells. I kind of thought that those would be the ones.
Yeah,
they're both kind of related.
Just take these eyes out.
Let's go to recommendations.
Yes.
I recommend adding sliced radishes to sandwiches for a pleasant, zesty crunch. I came across
the Hallmark Channel.
I had a lot of extra radishes for some reason. When you go buy radishes, they come in these bags or bunches or whatever. You use a couple.
I could swear on on the Satanic Bible that I've never bought a bunch of radishes.
You never bought a bunch of them? You bought them
No.
by the single?
I don't like radishes.
Oh, well, okay. Then you're not going to want to try my recommendation. But I found that slice them up and put them in a sandwich with tomatoes and lettuce and cheese and maybe some mayo or mustard. They taste great. They taste great on hamburgers too. I don't know, maybe instead of onions or in addition. They taste good on a sardine and mustard sandwich in a long roll or short roll.
They are kind of like peppery, are they?
They're watery and peppery and crunchy at the same time. So
I swear, Joe, if COVID doesn't end soon, you're going to start like recommending painting a mural with your own feces. I've pretty much been inside. It's radishes. That's like the next two steps. It's radishes, decorating with toilet paper, and then the feces mural.
All right, I pass the wand to Dan.
Well, thank you. I'll try your recommendation after I've lost my sense of taste. I would like to recommend an eBay shop that Chrissy and I are working on with our friend Joe, and it's a lot of my stuff that's just like, I'm not even going to show you, but it's movies and like comic books and a bunch of stuff, and I'm going to put a link so people can go to it and look, because yeah, we're just trying to sell our stuff, make a little bit of money, and you know how it goes. That's my recommendation. Thrifty Business.
eBay auctions?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Or buy it now option 2.
So we can buy it now. Okay.
Bunch of junk. Thrifty Business.
Okay, I have 2 recommendations. The first one, I've recommended it before, and that is take a walk. So today I had a really incredibly busy day at work. I got up at 6:30, got a shower, and I started work at like 7:15, and I was not able to stop until about 3 o'clock this afternoon, and it was kind of nuts. And I was looking outside and it looked nice and sunny, and then I went downstairs when I finally got a break at 3. It was like 70 degrees out, and it was like, okay, get off your ass and start walking. And so I spent the next hour taking a walk. And it was really good for my brain because you can just like walk, look at stuff, and let all the crap out. So that's my first recommendation. I've recommended it before. I'll recommend it again. Take a walk. My second recommendation is for you to visit Bandcamp, especially visit Bandcamp on Bandcamp Fridays, because that's the day that Bandcamp waives their processing fees. And when you buy music from Bandcamp, the bands get the money directly. So it's a good deal. And incidentally, you'll be watching this on Saturday. The Dead Milkmen have a new release out on Bandcamp just yesterday. You probably will have seen the links on our social media, on our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages. You can see it. It's called Depends on the Horse. And it's all the songs that we've released on this YouTube channel as challenge songs. So check that out. Just as a note, I'm looking at I have a shopping cart on Bandcamp right now with, I think, 10 different things in it right now. So I'm going to just quickly go down the list. I have a couple of, there's a shop in Italy called Crema Cafe that makes these cool little stands for synthesizers. Rodney's probably familiar with them. And they've been releasing these sound packs on Bandcamp, like samples that you can download. I have one called At the Balcony in Sicily on a Rainy Day. I have Electromagnetic Fields, a digital album. I have House Renovation Sounds, which is the sounds of power tools. I have a local Philadelphia band. The album is called Ruby Casino. I have the Speak and Spell sample pack. I have an album called Belltones. And I have, what else? I have some other digital, I have the Astral Welder digital album. So You can go in, you can listen to stuff on Bandcamp, and you can save it in a shopping cart and save it up and buy it on usually the first Friday of every month. It's the Bandcamp Friday. I highly recommend Bandcamp for music purchases. You're going to be supporting bands directly, especially now when they need it. So that's it.
It is important to get out and take a walk, see the birds and the flowers, and remind them to fuck Trump. All right, Dean, this is going to be something you're going to want to add to your Bandcamp list. There is a new album out by Angelspit. I just want to preface this by saying Angelspit have never made a bad album. They make nothing but great albums. The new album is called The Ignorance Cartel. And there is a song on it called Amosexual. And you're going to want to wake up every day to this song. So, new Angelspit album. It is called The Ignorance Cartel. And look for the song Amosexual. It's fantastic. Now, the next thing I want to recommend, and a lot of you probably know about it, but it's a show that seems like it came from our subconscious. It's Dragula. If you've not seen Dragula, you have missed out on so much. It's a show with not drag queens, but what are called trash queens, people who very much emulate Divine. So there are three categories: trash, horror, and glamour that they compete in. And then they do weird things like they'll make them eat spiders, or they'll strap them up and electrocute them. It is the weirdest goddamn show. It's like it's being right out of somebody's subconscious. It is fantastic. And at the end of season 2 and season 3, during the trash competitions among the finalists, I actually almost threw up. Someone did something, and actually people on the crew threw up. Somebody did something as part of their act. And think about what goes on in my head. Think about what it takes to shock me. I was like, oh, God, and I nearly, Vienna also came very close. She said if she had food in her stomach, it would have come right up. But yeah, I cannot recommend the show enough. I know I say that a lot. I can't recommend it enough. But if you're missing Dragula, you are missing one of the greatest achievements of mankind. This show is absolutely fascinating. Last season actually featured 2 drag kings, and they were both really good. One of them was fantastic and had the greatest drag name of all time, Landon Cider. So if you're not watching Dragula immediately, like as soon as this video ends, go seek out Dragula. There are 3 seasons out there. There's a little mini season, like an hour and a half long thing on Shudder, but you go to, most of it is out on Netflix. And I think the first season ran, although I don't think you can get it anymore, ran on Prime, but you've got to see it. I mean, literally, it's like I saw it and I thought, did we win the culture war? So yes, Dragula, and of course, Angelspit's The Ignorance Cartel. And fuck Trump. Thank you very much. Hey, Joe! You gotta call Joe tomorrow night. I just ruined it. That's a good one.
Oh.
It's not the way he has his hair. Ron's, you had fun.
Is that your real hair or is that a wig?
Oh, yeah, it's my real hair. I grew it really fast.
With COVID, everybody, remember when Joe Gennaro's hair got old? Big reveal. It's much cooler in the summer.
All right, good night, everyone.
All right, good night.
All right, guys.
All right, piss off, everybody. See you later.